Emily's sister and our maid of honor, Kennedy.
Can everyone hear me on this? Okay. Like she said, I'm Kennedy. I'm Emily's younger sister. I'm one of the formula kids here, number 2. First, I just want to start by thanking everyone for being here. I know Emily and Ankrit and our family feel just so blessed to have everyone here with us, and we feel so surrounded by love, so thank you guys all. So, like I said before, I'm Emily's younger sister, and as a respectable younger sister that I am, I spent the last 2 years of Emily and Ankrit's engagement plotting how exactly I can make this day about me. Just kidding. Well, kind of. For those of you who don't know how Emily and Ankrit met, it was cheering at a soccer game. And I know you guys are wondering, like, whose soccer game were they at? It was me, yours truly. So I think we can all be thankful that Emily and Ankrit are here today because of me. Okay, so that's the speech. I'm kidding. The moral of this story actually shows how Emily is and always is there. Emily always shows up. Sorry. Emily has never missed a moment. She never fails to call. She never fails to wish me luck, remember, and follow up on every detail I tell her. Emily is always there. Emily is the example of what it means to be a perfect big sister. I haven't gone a minute of my life without knowing Emily being her little sister, and thank God I have it because I would be completely lost without her. Emily is my rock. Seeing her love grow with Ankrit has shown me what a pure, perfect example of what a healthy, good love can be. Emily moving to Boston has quite frankly been one of the hardest things ever for me. Being 1,980 miles away from my best friend has been the least fun thing ever. Selfishly, I never wanted Emily to leave, but knowing that Ankrit would be by her side, there wasn't a doubt in my mind that they would thrive in this new city together. Ankrit, thank you for loving my perfect sister to your full capacity, and being there for her just as she is there for me. I couldn't be happier that my sister gets to share and do life with someone like you. I've always wanted an older brother, and now I get to have the very best one. Emily and Ankrit, I am so lucky to be your little sister. Emmy, you were my very first friend, and you're my very best friend. Thank you for always being there for me. I love you and Ankrit.
One more time for Kennedy, everyone. Next up, we have Nikhil, Ankrit's best man.
I'd like to start by appreciating how beautiful this evening and the last few days of celebration have been. Amazing job to everyone who has helped to plan, participate, and organize all the events of the last few days. And an especially big kudos and congratulations to Emily's parents, German and Jill, and Ankrit's parents, Chatar Uncle Nitanti. They deserve a huge round of applause. I'd also like to shout out my co-best man, Umesh Shrestha, who led the charge as we planned a bachelor party trip last weekend with a really great group of guys. Thank you, Umesh. My name's Nikhil, and as I stand here next to Ankrit and Emily, who are absolutely glowing tonight, oh my goodness, I reflect on what Ankrit's friendship has meant to me over the last 16 years. Growing up with Ankrit, I don't think that there was ever a time that we were ever bored together. And that was because whenever we ran out of things to do, we were always able to create new things to do, seemingly out of thin air. whether that was making songs, making movies, writing stories, dancing, or even creating entirely new ball sports. Just us and our friends. Ankrit is gifted with an ability to allow those around him to feel comfortable being themselves without reservation, which is exactly what allows for that creative, free-flowing friendship dynamic to exist. You could put us in any situation, no matter the circumstances. If I'm with Ankrit, it's going to be engaging, it's going to be memorable. Like this one time, we were about 9 or 10 years old, and our families took a trip to Yellowstone together, and we stayed in adjacent cabins right outside the park. And there was not a whole lot to do in this spot. It was mostly just endless forests, save for a tiny little creek that runs along the parking lot. So before boredom even could begin to get the chance to creep in, Ankrit and I started collecting all the little twigs and branches that we could from all the little trees, and we went down to the bed of the creek and started racing them down the river. And then that might seem kind of goofy or trivial in hindsight, but we were getting absolutely heated about it in the moment, arguing over photo finishes, false starts, any number of rule violations that we had literally invented like a minute earlier. We were even debating the ideal characteristics and shapes of racing twigs. And I know, of course, you guys are wondering, he did end up winning like 89% of those races. It's no wonder that you became an engineer, because what 9-year-old understands fluid dynamics like that? So when I first heard that Ankrit had a girlfriend, I remember feeling very excited to meet her, because of course she was going to be the newest addition to our friend group. And one of the very first impressions that I got turned out to be really memorable. It was Ojasu's 21st birthday party. She was taking us all to Hoo Hot. So Ankrit and Emily roll up, and Ankrit comes through the door and he says, "Emily cut her foot." Lo and behold, Emily had accidentally sliced her foot open right before the party. So her roommate was able to get her bandaged up and we were on our way. But for the rest of the night, you wouldn't have even known that there was a hole in Emily's foot. She partied hard. And she was hardly even limping. And I remember thinking, that is badass. As impressive of a first act as that was, my respect and appreciation for Emily has only grown since, as I've learned how truly selfless and thoughtful she is. And this comes through in the work that she does, in the way that she fights for others, and has come up in so many conversations that we've had over the years. Emily, it's been such a treat to get to know you and pick your brain, and I feel so lucky to call you my friend. And I've had the immense privilege of experiencing moments where I see the joys of Ankrit and Emily's love kind of pop out. I've seen it in the way that they sing along to their favorite songs in the car, feeding off of each other's energy as they belt along to the chorus. I've seen it while trekking in the Himalayas, seeing Ankrit carve out the time amidst the chaos, cold, and the sweat, to call Emily and share our stories while listening to her talk about her day. And I've definitely seen it here tonight. You two make a perfect team, and I know that I feel blessed to be witness to the shining example of true love. Please know that I'm always in your corner. I'm always one call away. I love you both so much, and I wish you a long, healthy, beautiful life together. So let's raise our glasses to Ankrit and Emily Ankrit.
Following that, we have Ankrit's sister, Ojasu.
Hi everyone. For those of you I haven't had a chance to say hello to yet, I'm Emily Ankrit's older sister, if there was any confusion. I still can't believe we're here on your wedding day. Already. After 24 years of getting to grow up with you, I got to watch you walk 7 rounds around the fire and down the aisle with your soulmate, and it was the most beautiful sight to see. Everybody sees you today and sees a handsome young man in a nice suit, but no matter what setting it is, I still see you as my personal assistant who used to follow me around everywhere, and when I would get new dresses and makeup, he would be the first one to try them on, just so he could hang out with his sister. We were playing a game earlier this year at our house, and one of the questions were, what is your earliest childhood memory? And I couldn't remember how old or where I was, but all those memories would include you. Whether it was riding around in our blue toy Jeep, you stealing the password to my password journal, singing karaoke at home, or arguing who gets to ride the automatic scooter next. We have so many cherished memories together, and that was only possible because of 2 people, Mom and Dad. Thank you for raising us in such a beautiful, safe, and loving home. We both know how blessed we are to have the best relationship with our parents. And anything we accomplish is solely because they work so hard to give us the opportunity to. All the great qualities I see reflected in you come from them. My favorite has to be what a thoughtful person you are. I got to visit Bob and Emily in Boston last year, and their first home that they made together, and he asked me what I wanted to do, and I said, I don't know, it's your city, and I didn't know what to expect, but he was the best tour guide we could have asked for. He had an entire itinerary for us, researched all of the places he took us to, drove us around, and it easily became one of my favorite vacations. And I'm only gonna say this once, but you're the smartest aerospace engineer I've ever met. One of my favorite things is to learn from you, whether it's you talking about wind farms or solar energy, there's literally no stopping. And if you try to debate with him, good luck. It'll continue for hours until you'll regret ever bringing it up. But the smartest decision you ever made is choosing Emily as your life partner. The first time Emily met our friends, I think we pulled up in our red van with like 8 brown kids in the back, and her mom was like waving at us from the front door, probably wondering if she should have ever let her come with us. But Emily meeting us like that was a really brave thing to do, and getting to know and spend time with her is a privilege. She's accepting of everyone around her. She stands up for what is right. She has an inspiring passion for social justice and has so much compassion. She's so much fun to be around because she's not afraid to try new things, which you guys have seen over the past 3 days. I'm so happy to have finally gained a beautiful sister like her. You both radiate so much kindness, and anybody in the room can feel the admiration you have for each other. I can't wait to see everything you accomplish as individuals and all the great adventures you will go on together. I love you, I'm proud of you, and I'm so excited to be celebrating you today.
Give it up for Jocelyn, everyone. And finally, we have the father of the bride, German.
I just got a few things to get through. First, I just want to apologize for my twin brother Steve. You all heard him today. I will try to be more poignant and more humorous. I've been carrying him around for years. So, I'm sorry for that. But I'd like to start out by remembering a few folks. Steve mentioned some of these, but those that can't be with us, Ankrit's grandparents, of course. My father, he's not dead. Sometimes, between me and I'm telling you, something just, but he wanted to be here. He passed along his best to you, of course. All seriousness, he's struggling with some mental health. That's a serious thing, please. I'm making a joke about it, but it really is tough. My brother Everett, who passed away years ago. My sister Ceci, who many here knew, and we miss dearly. My cousin Raymond, who passed away just a few years ago, and we miss his humor, his cooking, his kindness. Emily, he was a big part of our life when we were young. So. But most of all, I want to remember Donna. Donna was Emily's grandmother. And from early childhood on, she was around every day. She spent more time with Emily and had a bigger impact than anybody besides me and Jill. You could argue maybe even more. She was kind, she was generous, and that comes out of Emily every day. And I want to remember that and recognize that. I also want to take a minute to thank my beautiful wife, Jill. Please. I get to stand up here and hopefully make us laugh a little bit, cry a little bit, come off looking like a cool girl dad, talk about how amazing a woman Emily has turned into. But really all of that is only because Jill did the hard work every day of being a mother, giving her tough love, and making her the independent woman that she is today. That does not come from me. That comes from you. Thank you. And some of you know, Emily was born out of wedlock. Don't spread that rumor. We will deny it. So let's keep that amongst us 200. But when you were born, it was just amazing and shocking. You unlocked a part of love in me that I didn't know I had. I didn't know I was capable of. And I know I get a lot of credit for raising you, but you helped me become the husband and the dad that I am today. You raised me as much as I raised you. So thank you for that. And I want to share one quick story as a parent. We were skiing with the kids a lot as kids, and if those of you who have taken your kids skiing, it's a lot of fun. So you get up there and you're ready to ski, it's like 8 in the morning, you're pumped up, and you turn around and your kid's got the jacket halfway up, and the ski pants are not on, and the ski socks are, it's just a mess. So, of course, we go through a half-hour ritual of getting the boots on. So, at the time, it was Kenny and Emily mostly, I think. So we're outside in the cold, I'm driving their feet into the boots, I'm like getting the socks tucked in, right, the whole bit, and sweating because I got all my stuff on, right, I'm ready. Sweating, I'm finally done, and I say to the girls, I say, someday you'll have to put your own boots on. You can't expect your father. I turn around, and Jill is in this position with her dad, who is 65 years old, clipping her boots on. So, but I say that with a reason, right? You never stop being parents. You never stop loving your kids. You never stop helping them strap their boots in. And we will always be here to help you do that. And we get to welcome Ankrit into our family today. And we knew very early on that Ankrit was a special young man. He fit right into the family right away. His beach skills are respectable, which is saying a lot. We love the ocean. You'll get there. Take your time. But he plays soccer, plays volleyball. He rolls his ankle, just like we do, all the time. So a lot of similarities. That's good. But more than anything, he demonstrates an authenticity and love and a generosity, as you've heard so many times today, that we see in our family. And that was immediately recognizable. We are so happy and so lucky to have the ability to call you our son-in-law. I have one suggestion, Babu. You need to provide your wife with opportunities to correct and critique you. I am excellent at this. I am particularly good driving around the parking lot. But you can't be perfect all the time. You have to give them a chance to correct you and critique you. You'll find your sweet spot, parking lots are my sweet spot. In seriousness, though, I have no real advice. This is a journey, and it will be different than anybody else's. But I can say this, just have faith in each other, and you will get through it. You will hit problems, and you will figure it out. And everyone in this room will be here to support you through that. Reach out to everyone here to help you get where you need to go, especially in financial matters. Shakta, Anita, and I, and Jill, we have no more. There's no more. After tonight's covered. One more thank you, Chatra, Nita, Ojaswi, and the entire Uprati family. You have truly welcomed us and made us feel a part of your family. Namaste. We could not have handpicked a better set of in-laws. We will continue bringing the wine. You will continue bringing the momo. A toast. To the bride and the groom, we love you.
Let's hear it for all of our toasters this evening.